Hey everyone, welcome to Dialogue Choices podcast. This is the episode where I'm too close to the microphone for the entire run. How's everyone doing today? How's everyone doing?
Why would you do that? Why would
What?
you do that?
What?
Why is this?
Yeah, let's just
Why?
ruin the podcast for everyone.
All right, now that
Well,
we've
I
scared
mean-
off all the viewers,
That was so audible. that swallow was so audible.
It was.
Speaking of audible, this episode's just fucking break out my first sponsorship out of fucking nowhere. 11 years into this nightmare.
And starting with Audible right away with their bad business practices and things.
I mean, because
to
they're
be
just
HelloFresh or
literally
something.
Amazon, right? Like
Well, yeah.
Oh,
I don't know how
they
you
were
separate
bought.
from-
That's true.
they've been Amazon like forever, for like as long as I've known about them, basically.
Not me though. I have never Audibled, so
I think
Are you
the-
admitting that you know Audible?
I
think
know
the-
Audible. Everybody knows because they show up on YouTube videos, and then I click double tap on the arrow key.
I feel like the only sponsorship I would ever do, this is I don't know. If someone offers me enough fucking money, and it's actually like an explicit quote, "We'll give you this much money," and not like, "Oh, what are your rates?" Like I might take a sponsorship because it's the realistic. It's just the. It's just like
Yeah.
It's just the reality of existing. And it's like I don't make that much money. Fucking, I could use a few $1,000s if I had the opportunity.
yeah,
My issue with sponsorships is that they always are like, "Oh, what are your rates and how much would it cost?" I'm like, I don't. Especially back when I was only making Let's Plays, I was
Yeah.
like, this video will not get enough viewership to justify you paying me for any kind of sponsorship. So if you're offering me money, like you most likely you just basically haven't you spammed this to everybody and you have not looked at my channel at all, and you're not going to offer me shit when you see how much viewership I actually get on like a Let's Play. So I'm like, this is just not worth. It's just not worth like the integrity loss, especially since I'm from the old internet back in the days of YouTube, where getting any kind of monetization made you look like a criminal, like a madman, an evil YouTuber, clout chaser, nightmare man.
These days, you put non-skippable ads in the middle of videos, and it's like, nah, nobody cares.
I was like afraid to turn monetization on when I first did on my channel, and I legitimately did like stay up all night, like awake in bed, just stressing over it when I activated when I announced and activated my Patreon account, and like people responded fine to it. But I thought that I was like I thought it was going to be seen as this like massive betrayal, because I've seen that several times. Like I remember when in the first year of Game Grumps, like back in 2012, JonTron made a video, or someone made a video. I didn't even see the real one because it got taken down so fast. But they made a video that was just announcing, "Hey, JonTron made a new video on his main account," like the most basic possible fucking thing, and the audience reaction was so vitriolic that they took the video down. Like they just like, "Nope, we're never doing this again. We're never the idea of like promoting a a high effort piece of content you made on your other channel when you are the host of this channel was still seen as like inappropriate behavior in like 2012 somehow. And I'm like, I don't understand. It's so bizarre.
Wait till they see
It's
JonTron's
been wild
now.
watching like the rise of like entire Instagram channels that only exist to promote like facial creams that are scams, and people are like, "Yes, slay, get that bag." And I'm like, what the fuck? This isn't the internet I grew up with. I feel guilty all the time. But no, I feel like the only sponsorship I'd think about taking is like Nebula, because that's obviously like, join this platform and whatever, and like as a video essayist.
Yeah. I thought you were gonna say Bad Dragon or something like that, but
I mean, that would be very entertaining.
I would shill Bad Dragon.
I would shill Bad
If you're
Dragon.
watching.
I'd have to. They'd have to pay me enough for the video to be a throwaway, because the fucking video would get tanked by the ad.
they do though. They pay like the
they
rates,
pay a lot.
It depends on the channel, obviously, but the rates are usually at around, if you get like 100,000 views, you can get a few $1,000.
I'd fucking put an ad for like Rudder Butts or Rogue Fang or Bad Dragon in the furry video essay. I'm not afraid.
I mean, Rudderbucks
I'd go
and Rogue
for it.
Fang are like that's fine. That's not gonna get anyone in trouble.
What's
Like
the other
that's
one,
not
like,
a problem.
was
at
the
I
all.
one that
don't
was-
think
what was
Bad Dragon
the-
would get anybody in trouble.
Who
No,
was
I don't think so
demoing in
either.
Las
It would
Vegas?
just
Was it Twin Tail?
Twin Tail, yeah.
Twin Tail. Battle it
Yeah.
out. Bidding war for my
The company I
sponsorship
bought a
slot.
bunch of stuff from in front of all of our friends.
My only
no,
experience. Oh, go ahead.
inside of the fandom, like furry sponsorships would be very amusing. That'd be like kind of fulfilling in a way. But like I don't. One of the things like I don't like getting requests from like there's like an integrity loss feeling of like the idea of like taking a sponsorship from just some random product that I know nothing about, which is what most people do. So I don't like that idea. But I also just like it's just that thing where like if they most of the offers are not sincere, they're spam, and if they saw my channel they wouldn't actually pay me basically. And if they're not, but in the other ones that do offer me like a too good to be true amount, they always ghost me the moment I actually ask for real details and don't just walk into their scam, because they are trying to scam me.
Yeah.
They're either trying to
Yeah.
fish me in some way. Well, actually, yeah, they're just probably pretty much exclusively probably trying to fish me in some way. But like, it's
A
always
lot
like,
of it is like
Yeah.
trying to get you to open an attachment that it has
Yeah.
viruses in it so that you get your cookies stolen, you get your channel hijacked.
yeah, and it's like this person's very much not sincerely offering me money, and that's all the more reason to ignore all sponsorship offers, is because you're like I could literally like these people are in like a significant percentage of these people are trying to literally steal my job from me and ruin my life.
Yeah.
with these emails.
Yeah, it's like
It's the same reason
it's
why I
a full-time
don't-
job to sift through it to see what is real
Yeah.
and what isn't. And like the danger is just really high.
It's the same reason like why if you draw me fan art, you have to post it on like Twitter or in DMs or post it in the Discord or something. Like I will not open a link to your fan art because like
Yeah.
it could be like someone trying to ruin my life. That's what
Yeah.
I get to deal with all the time. Yay.
Well, if the link is to Twitter, I suppose it or something like that. I
Yeah.
suppose it's
Send your
fine.
fan art in
Nah.
an acrylic print framed to my PO box.
So we
Anyway,
got
Do you
your
still
first
have the
question.
PO box?
Anyway, I
Oh,
did not.
sorry.
Yeah. The unfortunate thing
Yeah, we
about
still have
having
the PO
PO
box.
boxes and also living in modern world and moving is that people will search PO box in your videos, find any PO box video, and then send stuff to that PO box.
Yeah.
And so I've had people
Without
try to send
validating
stuff
whether
to
or
our no
not,
longer
yeah.
existent old PO box from those old videos that's from like
Yeah.
5+ years ago, back when we were playing Duke Zero Escape, and I'm like, neither of us live in that city anymore. My PO box information's in my about tab. Why did you do this? That's how I
I
lost
send
out on
stuff to the PO
the
box pretty frequently. So I mean, hey, viewers, join in. Keith
that's-
doesn't need to pay for a subscription just so that I can send stuff to his PO box. I know where he lives. I could just send it to his address.
If I remember
But you
correctly,
do it
that
just-
happened with both. That happened with both the World of Horror like press kit that was supposed to have like Junji Ito stuff in it and like other like goodies. I think all got sent to the old PO box and then probably came back as like wrong address or something. And once upon a time, I was supposed to get like this was a PR email that cost me money. Ultimately, is that I was supposed to get the HD remastered collection box set special edition thing of Yakuza for like 3, 4, and 5, and it just kept not arriving forever. After I was told explicitly that they were sending it to me, and I was like, "Oh, that's a cool gift. That's fun." I'll go, and I'm covering those games, so that's neat. So then I ended up buying 3 individually, because the box set was coming. So like I shouldn't buy the pack, even though it's a way of saving money. I should buy I should just buy 3 individually because the whole thing's coming. But it continued to never arrive. So I ended up buying 3, 4, and 5 individually and just losing money as a result.
Yeah. Oh no.
Nothing. You can't trust these people.
Even official people from well, it's who's the
I have a
publisher?
near
Well, not
100% failure
Sega.
rate where every press kit
Sega,
that someone
yeah.
tells me they're sending me doesn't arrive, and all the ones that do arrive I've never heard of, and they're just a wacky surprise. And I'm like, do I make a video about this? Like, and I keep not getting around to it. Don't send me press kits hoping that I'll just make a video at random about just your press kit.
Who does that, especially for a Let's Play channel?
I received
It's wild.
I received a suitcase in the mail.
Wow.
That says Cartel Tycoon on it, printed on the outside of the suitcase, so it's useless for traveling because
Oh
it
my
says
God.
Cartel on it. and it was full of, it had a bag of flour to be fake Coke, and it had like it had blue meth in the
How
form
did
of
you
in
know
the
it was
fo-
flour?
They send it to you and you get immediately put on a
Yeah.
fucking watch list.
it had Breaking Bad reference blue meth in the form of rock candy, and it had a
That's nice though.
and it had, I actually used this to print Toaster's badge because I couldn't find a a single USB drive anywhere to take to the print store. They sent me like, it's like a key fob, like it's like it looks like a key with like a keychain that has like a squishy keychain blob on it, and the little thing says Cartel Tycoon, and the key, it's like a flat key shaped USB drive.
Yeah.
So it's and so I actually used that to store Toaster's files to print his con badge when I was like short notice trying to find a USB drive because I don't use them ever. Never made a video, but I actually recorded myself opening it, but I was so confused in opening it because I thought it was the World of Horror press kit that I kind of like ruined the video by not understanding what was happening while I was opening it. And then I never used the footage because I was like, I'd both need to edit this and like I'd have to play Cartel Tycoon, and like I really don't like doing let's tries of like
You say
management or
you say it's
RTS
not
games because they're
usable.
so slow build up and
Yeah.
You say it's not a usable briefcase, but you can just, put some tape over it and say "very nice" instead of Cartel, and that's it.
Very nice, Tycoon.
Very good thing.
Very good.
Just use like what's it called?
Unsuspicious to the TSA, Tycoon.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Acetone. Use
Isopronyl alcohol?
acetone to
Oh, yeah, you probably can.
acetone to strip the ink where it says it off.
Unless they do
the
it like
thing.
with embossing and like
or like engraving or whatever.
Yeah.
Alternatively, just go to the fucking airport and pretend like you're Cartel, and then
Whoa.
after
that's
enough
the
time,
move.
they're gonna get so annoyed with you, they're gonna be like, "That's that stupid fucking Cartel faker. Just ignore him." And then now you're allowed to bring Coke into the country. No one will
Cartel
have to.
Tycoon is just your
Life
cool
hacks
Instagram brand.
by Andrew.
I know all the deets. I know
how
all
to
the
bring
secrets.
Coke into the country. Definitely not in the
Yeah,
watch list right
easy.
now.
Here's how little you can buy me with press kits though, because I'm not a swag person. I am not like seduced by packs in any way. This stuff does not matter to me.
So he says.
Some indie company sent me a set that had like, it was a little charming. It had like a little cassette tape of their soundtrack of their game, and it had like
that's nice.
and it had like
I
a
like that.
and it came with like a whole booklet of their game, like old school booklet that had their character designs and like, oh, look at these little anthro dudes. They seem neat. It was not an anthro game, but it had some cool little dudes in it still that were in that territory. Puzzlingly, did not contain any copy of the game.
Oh,
It did not have a code. It did not have a it did not have a code. It did not have a USB drive. It did not have like a disc. Like I'm forgot. I'm looking at my room now, trying to think of where I put it because I don't think I threw it away, but I don't know where any of this is. I was gonna break it out and like try to like at least say what the game was. I think the only follow through I've ever had so far was that after we covered all the We Were Here games, when We Were Here Forever or whatever, I think that's the newest one came out. They sent me and Bird snow globes, and that was cool.
You guys are actually on the if you go to the Xbox store and watch the trailer, you guys show up in the trailer.
Yeah, we're in the trailer.
Wait, for what game? What game was this again?
We Were Here.
We Were Here. Gotcha.
Our coverage of the original We Were Here is very briefly edited in a not very entertaining way into the trailer for that game to showcase
It's
the
very
multiplayer.
deceptive.
But I mean, that's been a pretty
what-
good partnership for you, though, right? I mean, partnership in the sense of
it's a
they
cute
send you
moment.
keys
It's
and
just that we
stuff
don't
and you
really
play
say
them.
any. It's a cute moment. We just don't really say anything like particularly like funny or entertaining in the little clip they use. But amusingly, in the comment section for the trailer, there's people accusing them of false advertising because I edit those videos to be split screen for the viewers, and so it implies that the game has split screen if you use it in the trailer. Whoops.
So, oopsie.
Yeah.